to import data into WQX is obviously under the Import and Submit tab. So the first thing we're going to do is import projects into the staging area. So if I go under the Import and Submit tab, click on Import Projects, the page is going to refresh, and we're going to be at the Import File selection. So this is obviously where you choose your import configuration that's going to match your import file. And hopefully this is all kind of clicking and making sense based on, showing you the examples of all the import configurations. So for this first example, import, I'm going to go under Training User Template Owner, the WQX Web Template Project import configuration. I'm going to select it. And when I do that, the page refreshes and some familiar things come up, right? The one thing is that generated value of your organization ID. Now, because we're going to be importing example data, I encourage folks who are following along, who are importing data, to choose WQX Test or the demonstration organizations they have been granted access to. For this example, for myself, I'm going to choose WQX Test, and then I'm going to go from there. So the other really nifty part about importing your data in WQX Web is there's even more flexibility in terms of the types of data and how and what is and what isn't counted in your import file. So, for example, there is this concept of new or existing data in WQX. So does this file contain new data that's never been submitted to WQX before? Does this file contain existing data? So am I just updating monitoring locations? Am I updating latitude and longitudes? Am I updating one particular aspect about the file? Or does this contain new or existing data? So do I have an ongoing list? Like, is this my existing monitoring locations I imported last year, and then I just copied and pasted the subsequent, dozen or 3 dozen new locations in that same list? So that's the 3 options you have to choose from. Now, I'm going to quickly hop into my example, and I'm just going to save. I'm just saving mine as a different file because I just want to. Show. I don't know. I just want to modify this. Alex's template example. Cool. And the reason I saved it as a different file is I just want to make like project project 1, and so on and so forth. And so I just want to make it a little more interesting and import more than just like, one project for you. Make an example. And then this is my example. And so, feel free to enter dummy projects or, modify your list and save it as. And again, this is being recorded, and if you want to go through this practice afterwards, that's totally cool too. So I just created 19 projects super quickly that I want to import into WQX Web by filling out this WQX Web template that we downloaded this morning. Once I have completed, filling out the project ID, project name, project description, I'm now ready to import that file. And like we had just done before, we went to import and submit. We're importing projects. We selected our proper import configuration. We've confirmed that the worksheet to import the type of file is all ready to go. I'm now ready to import this file. I'm going to take a risk here. This is a WQX test org, and I bet you somebody has put like project 1, 2, and 3 in, but that'll just throw an error, and I'll be able to show you guys what an error looks like. But for now, I'm going to assume that this is new data that has never been imported into WQX and see if it's true. So what I had just done there is at the bottom here, under my files, I'm going to click on Choose File, and I'm going to select Alex's template example that I just created with those additional 19 projects that I customized. There is an option of, if the file is free of errors, to automatically submit it to WQX. I like to review all of my files before importing, so I did not select that option. Okay, great. So I have my import configuration chosen. I have my generated value set. I know it's new data. I chose my file. I'm now ready to click on import data. So it then refreshes and goes to dataset detail page. It shouldn't take too long to import. And so you can see now that I have successfully imported my projects list into WQX.